Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to week three. Today, we are going to be we are going to continue, the journey we started last week, which is writing a U.S. case study. So this week is the verse two, which is the same as part two. So I'll be waiting for other people to join in so we can start. Okay, Afsat Yusuf, good afternoon. Thank you for joining. Can you hear me loud and clear? Praise, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Michael, good afternoon. Okay, so I think, we should just start and others will join us as we proceed. All right, good afternoon once again, everyone. Welcome to week three. Today we are going to be continuing the journey we started last week, which is writing a US case study. Last week we invited a senior person, someone that have a lot of years of experience in the space to come and speak with us, lectures on how we can write a case study, what we need to do, how we need to go about it. And he also shared us, a very, very helpful and resourceful, PDF, right, to guide us in how we can write it to be like a template for us. So I don't think, there's any other thing that we need, right? Everything is settled. The only thing we need to start to do right now is just to keep working on our case study. So it's 3 point agenda. The first thing is to talk about this week's activity. The next one is to tell us what we need to do this week going forward, and the last thing on today's agenda is the question and answer section. All right, so for this week's activity, just like I've said earlier, last week we started the journey of writing a case study, right? So it's not just a case study, it's a case study on a life product based on real life use case, real life issues, right? A case study that can show how of a problem solver you are. It's not just about pushing pixels. It's not just about going to Figma and play and play around, right? It's to show you is to show that, oh, praise is very good at UX. Praise is good at solving problem, real time problem, right? So that is what you know is about. So last week, I'm very sure we've already started the journey last week. We have just 3 weeks to come up with our case study. It's a very, very tight timeline and it's very, very achievable, right? A lot of people use 2 weeks to work on case study. Some people use 3 weeks. So 3 weeks is is enough time for us, right? Because we need to put in on our all for this to happen. You understand? We don't want to like drag a lot of things because we don't have time to waste. So I want to believe that we've already started. We are now like 30 or even 40% into this journey, because the first week I told us what we need to get ourselves prepared of. The whole choosing the preferred sector that you want and all of those things. And last week, when Uncle Sam came to give us that insightful lecture, you know telling us what we need to do, I want to believe that after last week, after that Saturday, the following day we started, working on that case study. We started going to, Google Play Store, just like I've explained to us, to look out for that product that has, you know, a problem, design based, right? Then we can start working on it. I hope, we've started all of that, right? That is the purpose. So, um, during the question and answer session, I will also be asking, everyone to drop a message so that I can know, how many people have started already. Because this whole core thing is not just for you to come to the meeting and, just to um, hear what I'm about to say, or things that, you need to do. You need to put in action. You need to start to do all of these things. Do you understand? So, this week is the continuation from last week. Just keep working on that case study. Uh, we have our various group. If you have a blocker, right, you need someone to, like, give you an assistance. If you have any question, your group is there for you. Reach out to your group member, your leader, anyone, and just like, oh, schedule like a one-on-one section, like a call, just so that you can talk to the person and you guys can share idea, and you can contribute to one another's work, right? That's the importance and essence of the group, is to be our accountable partner, where we have someone to talk to, we have someone to share an idea, or just to help us in some things, right? So this week is the continuation. Next week is going to be like the final week for writing a case study. So by the end of next week, I want every one of us to have our case study, right? Our first ever case study on a real life use case, right? I want that to be readily available. Then we can now continue with the next thing in this cohort. So okay, so I think I've already explained, things that we even need to do. So just things we need to do is to continue, writing and creating, this outstanding case study. We all have everything that we need to make this happen. Just like I've said everything I need to say about this, just earlier. So so I think, now is the time for question and answer. This particular meeting is not going to be long, right? Because we've already talked about, writing a case study last week. We had like over 1 hour. I think it was even close to like 2 hour section. So it was very, very long. And Uncle Sam, shared everything that we need to know. So, this meeting and next week's meeting is just going to be like a check-in meeting, just so that I get to know where we are, what we need to do going forward, and just to, get you guys questions and, prefer answers to them. Yeah, so if you have any question you want me to give an answer to, drop it in the chat. But before I start to take question, um, how many people of us here have started working on their case study? Right? How many of us here have started working on their case study? Please drop it in the live chat. Let me know how many of us have started working already on a case study. I want, like, everybody should have started. So I don't want to see that like a message where someone will be like, "Oh, I've not started mine," because 1 week is gone, right? 1 week is already gone. So just drop it where you are, if you have started, and again where you are, like, oh, okay, I've done the user research, oh, I've picked the product I want to work on, oh, I've started gathering, user data, oh, I've started doing this, just let me know where you are currently. Okay, Praise said, I'm currently working on my case study. Great. That's pretty much awesome. Thank you, Praise. So, Praise, where are you at the moment? Like, don't give me full details of the company you're working on. No, so that someone else won't steal it, right? Don't give me full details. Just tell me, oh, are you in the research phase? Are you in the phase where you are interviewing user? Are you in the phase where you started, working on Figma, putting one or two together? Just give me, like, you know, um, yeah, an update to that. Okay, Nana said, I've started working on mine. Great. That's amazing. That's amazing. Nana, also, Nana, give me updates, as to where you are at the moment. Michael said, I would like to ask if a lot of users complain about a mobile app being slow in loading, and there are cases of error reports here and there within the app. Could that be a UI UX issue? Okay, thank you so much for that question, Michael. So, if a user is complaining about an app being slow in loading, um, this is not a design issue, right? This is more of a development issue, right? It could be that, oh, the way things like skeletal model, skeletal loader, I mean, but this is not something you can work on. So it's not a design related issue. Just try to look for design related, like I've explained, where a user is saying, oh, probably the login is not seamless. When you see a design related issue, you would know, right? You would know as a designer. So yes, I hope that's answers your question, Michael. Sanusi said, I've started with research, still on it. Great, Sanusi, great. That's amazing. Well done, Sanusi. Nana said, I'm doing user test presently. Oh, amazing, amazing. You've gone really, really, really far. You're going far. Thank you so much. That's so um, interesting and impressive to hear. Alu said, I've started. Great. Alu, I would like to know where you are currently. Oh, okay. You said you are in the research phase. Amazing. That's amazing. Thank you for the updates. Uh, Alam said, well done, Praise and Fatima. I will start today. Power outage are annoying. Oh, Alam, sorry to hear that. Please, there is no time. Like 1 week is gone already. I expect us to have started already, by this time. So that means you have 2 weeks to double up. So please, guys, you know, increase the pace. Increase the pace and let's get this done. Let's get this done. Praise said, I'm still in the research phase. That's amazing. Well done, well done. Guys, see, I want you guys to prioritize this research phase so well because, like I've said, you are solving a problem. Don't assume, right? Make sure you are getting those data. Make sure you are getting to understand the problem, how to solve it, and by then you can now profile an amazing solution, a solution that works. Do you get? Um, okay, so Ariola said, I've started with mine too. Gathering info on Play Store. Okay, well done, Ariola. But I expect us to have gone past the whole Play Store thing. There's no time, please. Just buckle up. Yeah, speed up time. Speed up the process. I mean, Messi said, I've started. I'm gathering data from App Store. Messi, you and Ariola should speed up before I send some policemen to your house. All right, well done, guys. Well done. That's impressive. Okay, Alu is in the research phase. Thank you for that update. Odeniro said, "Are we going to design the solution for the app, or we are just going to write the solution in a case study?" Odeniro, if you were in the meeting last week when Uncle Sam was, walking us through this stuff, you should, already have an answer to your question, right? When you are working on a case study, when you how okay a particular problem has a particular product has a problem. Let's say a particular flow, transfer flow, for example. Oh, how users are transferring the money. Users are giving complaints to say, oh, it's not working, it's not seamless, the experience is bad, blah blah blah. Now, how when you are done writing and everything, how do you show that, oh, you've actually solved it? Is to show your design also, how you came about the design, what led to what, how, like, what are the data, what are the do you do any testing, do you reach out to any user, you know is the design, right? So I feel you should go back and watch, watch and listen to that section that Uncle Sam is on the YouTube channel. Just go back, listen attentively, follow it, and you get to understand in depth on what you need to do. I hope that is clear. Odeniro. Okay, Manuela said, I would like to ask, if I have like 3 pain points gathered from research phase, should I pick one of the pain points or these three? Thank you for this question, Aniola. So you said you have like 3 pain points gathered from the research. No, you can actually, if the 3 pain points are tailored to the problem, right? If they are tailored to the problem, why not? use the three pain points, put it in your case study, and use those pain points in making your solution even more better, right? So let's say, for example, the problem itself is bad signing experience, right? Let's say that's the problem, and one of the pain points, and they're giving you different pain points, or some say, okay, just to know is when you, like I said, let's say the course is not going to be useful, right? You want to get their insight, you want to get their opinion, right? Their feedback based on that particular problem that you are working on, right? So in that way, you are going to get, a well-tailored pinpoint for that particular problem. I hope that is, helpful and clear, Aniola. Well done, well done. So, do you guys have, questions? Are there other questions that you want me to answer? Um, yeah, if you have any other question, please just drop it. Then, I can answer them. But in the case of no question, we'll probably just need to wrap up this section. But I'm going to wait a couple more minutes to see. So if you have any question, drop into the live chat. I'm going to wait 2 more minutes. If we have read that message, we'll notice that there's going to be an eviction, right? I'm going to evict some people from this cohort, and the reason is very, very clear and valid. This is week 3, right? Week 3, and the people turning up, right? The participation is very, very low, which is very, very discouraging. Right, it's discouraging. In the job pipeline, we have over 120 something people that registered. But in the meeting, with the group leaders last week, and they gave a lot of feedback as regard inactiveness. They are going out of their way to make sure the group are active. They are passing information, trying to drive conversation, so that every group of 15 or 10, just 3 people are active, 4 people are active. It doesn't make no sense. It's discouraging to these guys that took up their the numbers. These very low numbers is not encouraging. But I took this challenge, this task upon myself. So regardless from my end, we are still going to achieve the goal of this cohort till the final day, regardless of the turn up. But I've come to a conclusion to say that no, we shouldn't just keep people that are inactive to participate in this, right? We are going to be starting from week 5, which is 30th of September. We are going to be evicting. That's when we are going to evict people that are not active. So starting from this week, the various group leaders will have another meeting, coming up with this week, where they are now going to be giving me updates of people that are inactive. Then we'll collate those names, and by 30th we'll evict. It's better to have, one thing I've realized, over time, is that it's better to have 10 serious people that are dedicated together in a group,